Hi. Give me a sec to pull this out. Well, I've had lots of excitement going on here. I wanted to get on here and do a real fast live about it. Alright, I woke up. I'll wait till someone gets on here, but I woke up real crazy today. I didn't sleep so hot last night. I just was up a lot. Hi, Rosemary. Perfect. You can listen to my story. I just didn't sleep so hot. Like, I just kept waking up a lot. I did find my husband in the astral. I was waking up a lot. So I woke up today maybe 9 o'clock-ish, and it was our understanding that my husband's court would be at like 10, and so his friend called and was like, and we were like, well, we should go, because when I call, they won't really tell me a lot of information, so I kind of want to go see what's going on firsthand. So we went to his court. It didn't start till 11. So we got to hang out there for like 45 minutes too. In the waiting room. We made sure to talk about a lot of government type stuff, conspiracy theories. I like to talk a lot when I'm out in public so random people can hear me, right? It might get through to them. So we did a lot of waiting around, waiting for him to be called. He is home right now. They did, I was very concerned because when they were setting his trial date, I was concerned that they were not doing a bail hearing like they were supposed to, that instead they were actually trying to do his case right there. And so I had concern because they were not covering bail. They did let him go on like house arrest. He has a curfew. He has to be at home from, I believe, 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, and they want to tag him. They did let him leave the court without hooking up their monitoring system to him, so he didn't get tagged yet, but the police will probably show up at my house to tag him. They want him tagged. It was like the whole purpose of this, I figure. It's like intimidation on every level. And I always think he does a very good job speaking to the courts. I wouldn't want to be, I know it's easy to judge that situation, but I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I always think he does a really good job, talking to the courts and saying, this is just kind of snowballing out of control, and I think that this is the real issue here, not the note and where we are now and all this stuff going on. So he is at home. He got home before me, which I'm real glad about. I said it's like my kryptonite. I can't do my mission good. I haven't been able to do my mission for a couple days, like while I've been working, and I'm doing cord cutting in our class. I'll continue that later today. While I am getting some work in, it really can be distracting for me on my mission. It was the first time I ever spent the night here alone last night, right? So it can be a little bit distracting for my lessons that I have going on too. And it just was so apparent that when I'm in these places that I have to stand witness to a lot of this stuff too, just like you guys are doing. We're standing witness to these events as they're unfolding. It's mind-blowing to me as someone who can easily see the big picture with a lot of these karmic lessons and experiences. It's mind-blowing how one person's actions can affect so many people, because I've been very affected over here doing my lessons by the actions of others and how it's affecting me here in my lessons. So I know that we like to think that we're these separate experiences and that I can do something here and it's not going to affect everyone. So it's mind-blowing to me how one person could set all of these events into motion. It's just so mind-blowing to me because it's affecting my lessons so deeply over here. It really is. I've had a lot of crazy emotions to process through the past couple days, a lot of uncertainty about the future, how things could go on. It can tend to make you feel almost powerless in these situations. I had to walk into that court this morning just handing it over to the universe, knowing that there's nothing that I can do to control this situation, right? There's nothing that I could do. Yeah, I can bring the violet flame into this courtroom and, I can send out good energy and have an intent to, awaken these judicial people working in these systems. Yes, I can do that, but there's nothing that I can do in this situation, right? It's up to the universe as to how things are really going to go around here. So I think it's important that we step past trying to control outcomes and situations and kind of hand it over to the universe to sort out for us. You know, there's only so much I can do for this situation. I'm now having my coffee, which is cold because I made it at like 9 this morning before I left the house. So it feels good to be home having coffee. My house is level crazy now. I'm waiting for the police to come back again to tag my husband. Seems like I've been doing a lot of that the past couple days. Good morning. I wanted to do a good energy exchange. I was on live feed like 4 hours last night just hanging out. Just hanging out, but I thought it was awesome because it was really needed with my lessons, or I probably would have been sitting around thinking all night. So it really kept me in the now. It was really amazing energy exchange. Quantum karma entanglement. You can't be in courts if it's not karma related. There's no way in hell that you could be going through these court systems and not think that they're karmic in some nature, or, you know, some variation of energy coming back to you that you may have put out, something like that. You know, it's just kind of crazy to me with my adventure and my journey, and then me ending up in these courts. I'm like, oh my god, right? Just like I wanted to jump out of bed and shower and go to court this morning. So it's kind of crazy too with my lessons colliding over here with these other lessons occurring. Like I said, we can't have things going on in this matrix not affecting everyone. Hold on. So this is good. We're looking forward to getting back to our prison planet workflow. That's what we do at this house. I don't know about you guys, but we do a lot of prison planet workflow here. So I'm sure my husband's looking forward to getting back to his life and his work. I said it was like purgatory, that I couldn't really do a lot with my mission, having this kind of stuff going on. So I'm really feeling really good that we cleared this up. Let's see. Good morning. I'm just sending lots of love, lots of lessons real fast, right? I'm like, fuck. It's okay. I predicted this last week. I knew. I was telling Allison, we're joking about it, because we say just when you get comfortable, you know, your house will burn down. Or something crazy will happen, right? You get really comfortable in this matrix, and then something will come along to shake things up. So I already said last week I was getting real comfortable here. So here we go. But, you know, it really gives me a good perspective on things. I'm able to be of assistance this way. So it's been really good for me. I've been practicing grounding the past few days. So I wake up, I'm supposed to jump out of bed and go to the court. How ungrounding to not even have 5 minutes to wake up, right? For me, it's very grounding for me to set aside time in the morning that I can wake up, set my vibe, get where I need to be to start my day. I always need like an hour or two, like chilling, laying in bed, waking up, setting my vibe, maybe having coffee, smoking, grounding into my frequencies. So for me, if you set your alarm and you have to jump out of bed, shower, and run to Prison Planet, it can start your day off kind of hectic, right? So I know a lot of people sleep till the last minute, get in the shower, then run off to Prison Planet. Try to set aside more time in the morning so that you can ground into your frequencies. It's been it's been helpful to be grounding a lot. For me, doing videos is very grounding, smoking weed is very grounding. I'm very grounded, as opposed to how I was maybe an hour ago at these courts, kind of ungrounded. So I'm practicing grounding. I'm going to be getting off of here fast too. I just wanted to check in and do a little update. But Brittany's going to be doing synchronized breathing tomorrow. I am going to be back for the heart chakra in our class video, and finally to do the body graphs, which I've been getting a lot of really good perspective on the energy types. I'm using my lessons and situations to learn about different archetypes, because my husband's a projector, so I get to see his role here up close and personal when he's going in and talking to these courts and dealing with them in a very legal capacity. So it's giving me a lot of insight on the different energy types and a lot of information too that just goes side by side with what I'm learning with the body graphs and stuff like that. So it's giving me a lot of really good perspective too, because we have totally different roles here, different energy types, different things that we're doing with our energy and stuff like that. I need a lot of time in the morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm feeling good. I guess I have the day off today. I'll be using that to do class, the rest of my cord cutting posts that I didn't finish, so that's good. I'm cutting cords. What am I doing? Well, yesterday I cut cords all day, and I'll be cutting cords again today all day. If it's with the energy, maybe we can get a little bit lighter, better start. If you guys didn't sign up to get your cords cut in our Waking to Ascension class, the post should be at the top of the page for sure. Comment on it. I'm going to go back to that post after I take a couple hour break. I'm excited about it. So I like to set my day out right. I like to set aside a lot of personal time for myself. Like I'll be needing that salt bath later. I'll be needing that salt bath and time to meditate or play with crystals or just alone time to recharge. Doesn't matter what archetype energetically you are, we need a lot of time alone to integrate, to process, to recharge. Hi Dee, good morning. Hi Nikki. I'm reading the names. Good. I don't have a lot to talk about because it messes me up as a channel because I've been downloading court information and legal information all day, right? I just say any type of negativity or, you know, any kind of drama going on around me is really bad for me as a channel. So I did want to connect to people because I have people concerned, like, oh my God, right? They watch my antics and get concerned. Don't be concerned. We got this under control. But I wanted to update people and say thank you so much for the Reiki. Hi, John. Send out some good energy. Let's see, we have, and like, I haven't looked at any of the space weather, but I can feel it, that something has happened to our energy cycle this month because of the eclipses, and it will continue through the next new moon, so we have interesting energy dynamics happening, and we're going to be getting more solar flare type energy either tomorrow or the next day. It will be arriving, that we have a lot of things happening with the sun and the energy. In a basic way, this planet is getting hit with radiation. I always look at it like we're cells in a body, so what would happen if a human had cancer? They might go get chemotherapy or radiation, right? They might go get radiation of some sort. I don't know a lot about radiation because I only had chemo, but you would expect maybe a human would go get radiation. I look at it like the earth is getting radiation treatment. And what would happen to cancer if someone got radiation? It would kill the cancerous cells, and hopefully the living cells would stay alive. So in some type of sense, this planet is getting hit with a lot of radioactive energy, and if your service is self, it could have a negative impact, or a negative polarity. It could have a negative impact on your energy. You could start to rapid age. You could start to, you know, begin to leave the experience through aging, or, you know, more illness, things like that. But if you are of a positive polarity in your service to others, this energy is going to be activating your DNA, healing you, moving you forward on your ascension path. So it really depends on, you know, who you are as a person as to how this energy is affecting you. So we have streams of radioactive energy hitting us on a cellular level, on a DNA level, and as this radiation is hitting our body, it is mutating our DNA. Yeah, like the superhero movies. I always look at these people like a normal person and they got exposed to radiation and it did something to their DNA and now they're a badass with superpower abilities, right? Like we watch these superhero shows and movies like the Marvel stuff or whatever. It's like that. It's hitting our DNA and it is mutating it in ways that science clearly can't explain because they don't really seem to know a lot about DNA, as they say. It's all garbage, blah blah blah. Right? So, you know, it's not even something that is being discussed, put out there beyond Ascension videos or the New Age communities or teachings or things like that. But it is changing us on every level. Whether those effects are positive or negative are up to us as a soul and where we're at. It's always a choice. We can either do this ascension or continue learning in the third dimension, which are lessons in fear, struggling, poverty, depression, disconnected states. Or we can return to joy, source, pure love, right? We can see the good in these situations. Hi, Lori. I'm just sending out some good vibes. I feel kind of accomplished. I just went into a UK Crown Court, and these systems are serious. They don't have every clerk employee walking around with wigs and the whole Mason outfits and the whole shit. I was really thinking about how these systems are so fucking old. These legal systems, even their traditions that they adhere to still. And how dare they judge us? That's what I think every time I go into these courts. How dare these sleeping people think they have the right to judge my husband in any way when he's not breaking the law and is a decent person? How dare these sleeping people try to impose their will on people? It's just kind of mind-blowing, their whole system. So I think we all know judging is bad for your vibration. If you want to sit around and judge people all day long for a job, it is probably going to really drop your vibrational frequency. How dare people ever think they have the right to judge another based on a glimpse or a picture of their experience or their life? How dare anyone think that? Whether it is meeting someone for 5 seconds on Facebook and thinking they're dark, or these courts thinking that they can in 1 minute sum up my husband's entire journey with a single judgment, or whatever it is, because we've had that ingrained in our society that God judges us. That was a big one for me, right? I remember having an out-of-body experience when I was just opening my third eye and coming off of drugs and having an awakening, and the universe basically showed me that we judge ourselves way too much. We don't worry about the universe judging us. Are you kidding? We need to stop judging each other and ourselves. That's where the judgments are coming from, not from the universe. It sees us as pure source love. Everything perfect, in order, synchronized, right? Everything going exactly as planned, on schedule. And it's us that tends to be judgmental. But where do we get that from? The Bible? You think that you're going to die and be judged, right? They even put that out there with a lot of Egyptian stuff. You will have your heart weighed, right? You're going to die and you're going to be judged on the weight of your heart. A lot of these things came from ancient places too, this kind of seeded judgment. So if God is judgmental, can't we be judgmental? Are we not the embodiment of God? So it teaches people to go around being judgmental cunts. I just am always like, how dare anyone judge us? Like, if you understand spirituality, you'll just be like, how dare you judge yourself? It's like jealousy. I see that the same too. These are not even notions I can comprehend with some of the jealousy and issues what people have with each other, the little catty issues. How can you be like that with yourself? There is no separation here. Like, it doesn't even compute. It's not even, doesn't make sense to me. I felt really good going into that court because I'm a generator and so is Harry. You can tell I don't have to do his body graph. He bounces off the walls like me and he won't shut up. He's talking to my husband, right? I can just tell. I can tell when I'm around another generator, especially a manifestor generator, because those are the talkers. We have powerful voices. We're loud. He's always getting yelled at to shut up in court. Doesn't try to be, but we're real loud, right? Powerful energy. So I just knew that we needed to be there too, because then my husband could draw on that energy for what he was doing with his fight, and it would help in a lot of ways. So I felt really good going there. I felt really good being there so that I could watch their bullshit, because, last time, they didn't give him a court date. On the record, they threw us all out of court, and it got very hectic very fast in that courtroom with us all being there. They threw me out of court too. They threw Harry out real over the top, his mom, him. So I guess usually they give you a court date in court, like on the record, but they didn't. I think they just got real chaotic in that courtroom really fast, and they just fucked up a little bit. So they didn't give him a court date. It was on record though. We have witnesses. I was there as a witness that they didn't give him a court date, and then they came and arrested him too. So I always kind of had to observe this stuff, because they conveniently are making a lot of errors and mistakes with his court stuff. Like, oh, we didn't send you the paperwork, but we're going to arrest you for not going, type of errors. And it's mind-blowing to me, because you could have like a couple mistakes in a person's case, but this is over the top. Like, he does use words like corruption, police targeting in these courtrooms too. That's why I'm so proud of him for speaking back and pushing back. That they want to silence him, shut him up, stick him in a jail cell somewhere to rot, right? They want to shut him up bad. That's just their main goal around here. So I'm very proud of him too, that how I couldn't do that. I could not stand up against these systems. I don't think it's one thing to talk on video about it. It's another to go into a courtroom and to push back. Knowing that these systems have powerful resources at their disposal. if you want to go to war with them, as some people have found being indigos. Good morning. I'm gonna get off here in a minute because Brittany needs to shine bad. I'm off grid. We're getting lots of weird group requests and weird stuff. It's okay. We have admins working still. We've been getting a lot of weird friend requests. These groups are so easy to get into unless you have a brand new account that was made Sunday. I know people are making new pages around here because, you know, we're healers. Maybe you want to get off your old Facebook. You know what? If you're getting blocked in any of our group areas, you're going to have to go find an admin. That shouldn't be a problem, and have a chat with us. So if people are complaining they're getting blocked and not getting into these areas, you probably have a brand new Facebook account that is flagging our scanning system. Yes, we have certain protocols. It's real easy. You can't block an admin. So we got another weirdo that has Gail blocked this morning. I didn't have a chance. I was in court to see who this is or what's going on. But it's really weird to me. I'm on my husband's Facebook page and I see 2 comments I can't see, like the person had me blocked, and I went and looked. I had my friend look because she was with me and see who it was, and it was just really weird to me that anyone would block me and be hanging out on my husband's page, right? Same with the groups. You can't block an admin because Gail, Brittany, me, Alice, and the other admins need to be seeing the posts in this space. It's so easy. We got like 2 group rules. Don't block the admin. If someone does block you, you can't come cry to me about it, or Brittany, or a different admin. If you had a run-in with Francisco or Gail or one of the admins that blocked you, it's easy. You need to apologize and deal with that admin directly. You can't come to me and have me do it. Like, I know a lot of people do that. You just got to deal with whoever you're having an altercation with and sort it out. It's easy. If you're getting denied and blocked in this space, you have a brand new Facebook account. We think it's suspect. Made Saturday. Made 2 hours ago. Comes to the We group. Made Sunday. Made last week. Has 0 friends. All mutual. We don't know. It's just red flag. So if you're getting blocked in here or you can't access this space, because I do put these videos on YouTube, you just have a new account. Come find me. So, that's about it. Just another day at the office. I'm feeling good. Hella high vibe going in there. For sure, bringing spiritual energy into these places. The core people are so fucking rude to Americans here. Not the people out in the Matrix. If I'm in the shops and I'm out, people are very, very polite to me. I'm talking the people that are government employees here. They're so fucking rude to me. Like, these core people are out in the waiting room and they're loud as fuck. The lady who I was like not even talking told me to basically shut up, and I was talking too loud, and then they just go back to the entire room of court employees talking loud as fuck, over the top laughing, but they tell me to shut up when they're talking louder than me. Like, they're just so rude to you too here. Like, so rude to you. I've yet to meet a passport employee, post office employee, any kind of government worker here that was not a complete asshole to me. Let's recap that. When I went to Stonehenge the first time and my trains were all fucked up and I found someone in a yellow vest that was a Queens employee to call me a taxi, he sat there in uniform and over the top creepy hit on me the entire time and even tried to put his hand on my leg. I've had really weird encounters with the government employees. This is a government employee that I went to and asked for assistance. Can you just call me a cab, since I got stranded in the middle of nowhere? And it was just so over the top. So I have yet to have anyone that was nice to me. All they do is try to pass it on to someone else. They say, we can't help you. Go deal with the court. Go deal with these people and pass it along. No one will even do their job here. They're just really fast to try to hand it off to someone else. I just thought I would throw that out there. So I know they say that everyone is so polite in Britain. So polite. Hi, Holly. He's home. Sorry, I have to go back to work. Sorry, the universe could not let this happen because I have to go back to my job. I've really enjoyed playing court light worker, but I'm kind of over it. I said if they don't let me back, if I put the cops on a 24-hour countdown to let him go like I would any other anonymous situation too. They took him at about 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday. I put them on a 24-hour countdown to return him, or I was going to go anonymous the police Facebook page again with my videos. We took new videos yesterday that we didn't put on YouTube yet because we don't want to freak out my followers, right? We took new videos. Yeah, we took videos all day yesterday of our day, over the top videos. So I was like, they might want to just let him go because I'm so mad I can't do my mission at this point. I'm getting mad, right? I'm getting mad that I'm probably going to do something over the top, and the cops are the target, right? They took him. I'm going to go anonymous to their Facebook page. I said I'm going to go ahead and send the police assault video to the news and start getting loud as fuck over here if they didn't return him. So I got him back, thank God. So, sometimes our voice is powerful. If they want to silence us, they'll probably give us what we want to do it, right? So I got him back. Because that's the only thing that we can do is speak about it and fight back in that way and try to bring awareness to people that this stuff is really happening, that we think it won't affect us or can't affect us. But look, it's affecting my mission more than you know right here. Just learning to someone that, you know, these systems are affecting in such a deep way. I don't know how the courts can sit there and listen to my husband say he hasn't seen his child in 6 years, and when is the court going to fix this? And look at why he's being arrested. He's not a criminal. He has no criminal background, and they tried to keep him. like he's never ever had a criminal record either. Last time they tried to arrest him for the same kind of note situation, and they threw it out of court. He did remind him it's double jeopardy too, and that they can't try to reconvict him for the same thing. But hey, here we are. And so I don't know how. I'm looking at the people in this courtroom and listening to someone say, it is the court's fault that I have not seen my child in 6 years. When are you guys going to fix this? Aside from this stupid little drama with the cops, are you going to hear about the bigger issue and why we're really here? And for me to look at everyone's face, that like the cops, they have 2 cops on each side of them that are watching him, right? And for me to see them staring at the floor and trying to ignore this stuff, that someone is speaking and saying, I haven't seen my kid in 6 years, and I have to think, do these people have children? Do these people have children? Are they hearing what he's saying, that the courts are denying him access to his child? And is that hitting hard at home for them? Thinking about, what if I couldn't see my kid for 6 years? What if I was missing my child's entire life due to some court mistakes, right? Due to some court fuck-ups. And so it's mind-blowing to me listening to this and experiencing it too, that how could this not shake people awake on some fucking level to the things that are happening here? It's crazy to me. This is the government mediating a divorce. I'm going to court, and I'm telling his friend that this is the government mediating a divorce. This is them stepping in to mediate between 2 people who can't get along that have a child. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, expert level job. You wouldn't believe the court costs for just this case alone. They've spent about £1 million. That's about 2 million United States dollars on court costs for his case alone. What do you think the bill was the past 48 hours, sending the entire police force to my house, calling me around the clock, harassing him? What do you think those billable hours are for their police force that they're really putting to work over here? Like, it's just so crazy to me. It really is. It's crazy. I better see her in court. She better have been at that court that he didn't go to and been sitting there all fucking day. Because that's her, these are all her actions. It's not him creating this. I like to yell at him and say he's not manifesting right, and he must be being negative, right? And he must not be doing his ascension. But sometimes people can drag us into their lessons too, right? Other people's actions can affect us. Other people have free will to create, and sometimes they're trying to create things for us, right? Hella cash. We're talking hella cash. It's crazy. So crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. His friend told me this morning that his ex is upset because I came and cut the cords between them for good. That's pretty accurate. I feel he was being drained. I feel that cord was draining his life force energy and was not good for him. So that's exactly what I did. I came along and I'm always cutting his cords and I'm making sure he can't be recorded. And I'm sure it's not going unnoticed. Me using my energetic abilities here too. So now, instead of him being drained and depleted and fucked around in a power sense, he's healing and doing good, right? Repairing and fixing his life. So people see that he's trying to salvage his life and move on and repair his life and heal it, and it's not going unnoticed. Some people don't want you guys to do good. Some people, it could be exes, it could be parents, it could be your family, friends, people around you. There are some people that don't want to see you do good. Pay attention to the people that get really excited when you're having a bad day. They'll get real excited when you're having a bad time, right? They want to talk about it. They want to know more about it. They want to feed on that drama. Pay attention to those kind of people. Pay attention to the people that get excited when you're doing good. Genuinely happy and excited when you're doing something amazing in your life. Whether, you're excited about it, it's a big accomplishment. Pay attention to the people that are there congratulating you and happy and over the moon. Pay attention to the people who don't say anything when you do good. Yeah, you put a post up like, this amazing thing happened in my life. People keep scrolling, giving you the look. They're probably giving you the look. Jealous, haters, stuff like that. Pay attention to how people react when you're doing good and when you're doing bad in your life. It took me hitting ground zero and hitting the reset button of my entire life to find out who my friends were around me. And I've never been more grateful. I saw why I went to California before the UK, and I didn't just come right to the UK, so that I could purge out a lot of my timeline and my friends and the people around me. So I'm very grateful, because if I wasn't at a low point doing this ascension, that I wouldn't have seen things for what they were around me. So sometimes people don't understand that your life could fall in and fall apart, and that's when you're going to strip past that illusion and have the most clarity of how things are, how people are around you, and things like that. So sometimes we go through crazy stuff as a test, not for you, but for the people around you. I knew that in California, a lot of people were being tested through my lessons, just learning with me. I could tell that I was being tested and they were being tested, and some people did great on those tests, some people did not so good. So sometimes we go through crazy circumstances so that you can see your friends better and the people around you and the people that care and the people that should be there too. I'm going to get off of here because my house is real level crazy, but I'm real excited now. I've had a real crazy couple 24 hours. They almost just tried to keep my husband until like April or something. I was like dying, right? I was like dying, like, no, they're gonna give him bail. So I was really like dying over it because, clearly he has a house and a wife and a life here and he's not going anywhere, right? So it was just kind of mind blowing to me. So I've had a trying couple of days, but I'm very, very grateful for the people around me. Like, even doing that feed last night and just hanging out with my friends on here was exactly what I needed, so that I wasn't sitting here just worrying or whatever, self-sabotaging based on my experiences. So it was really good just to hang out with everyone, just vibing, just sharing energy. I'm seeing amazing souls in these groups, like more and more, where people are finding us. People are lighting up these spaces with their selfies, kid pictures, right, aura pictures, just pictures of crystals in your life. Just share your life, your spiritual interests more, what you're into, what do you like to do you have any intentions you like to set, any rituals, things that work for you. I've just got on video and talked about the things I do as a manifestor generator. I'm learning how to use my abilities, and I figured out we live in a manifest reality, and I could change my whole world just by staying high vibe and staying positive and, focusing my intent better and things like that. So I've always got on video and just shared little things I do that work really good, right? I'm into salt baths, I'm into grids, I'm into pyramids, I'm into Reiki, and I just try to tell you guys a little bit about the spiritual stuff that I'm into. But when we come together, we learn so much more. I forgot, I'm going to get online and I'm going to find some black tourmaline and I'm going to grid my house. After doing that chat with Uma last night, it helped me learn some new little tricks I can use. So sometimes we learn a lot faster. You guys have had a lot different experiences than me. While we have a lot in common, you guys have different experiences that have led you here, and you guys have different knowledge and different things you've learned and different practices you're into. So more sharing the things you're into. You guys know I'm into like sage, incense, Palo Santo, so I try to put it on the wall because for me, saging and clearing my house energetically is powerful to my frequency and the frequency of my surroundings. So more sharing the things you do, whether it's vitamins, sage, incense you like, crystals that work for you, what you do with your crystals, what do you do with your free time when you're doing spiritual stuff, what are you into spiritually? That's the amazing thing about this. We all have a piece to this puzzle, and we're gonna have to come together and figure out what those pieces are to do this ascension together. So we're seeing this happen. People are coming together more and more just based on the frequencies and where we're at. More sharing of your life, because you know, we don't realize that everything is an energy exchange on Facebook. Whether you're liking a status, writing on it, just scrolling by, you're exchanging energy with the people around you, even online. So you know what, the more that you're making those exchanges high vibe, the more you can lift up consciousness. So just shine a little bit brighter, send some love out, some more. I like to put lots of love hearts on stuff, right? More love hearts, more comments, more just saying hi to people. If you like their energy, you vibe with them, connect more. We have a hard time connecting. Yeah, we learned how to be pretty disconnected in these places, right? We have a hard time connecting. We're just learning how to speak again and connect on the levels that we need to connect on, galactic levels anyway. So we're just learning how to reconnect, try to open up more to people. I know that we've done that as a protection mechanism, you know, staying closed off to people, but if we can connect more, amazing things will happen around here. We'll just really raise up so much faster. So more connection, more self-care this week. We do have a lot of solar energy. The weather's looking pretty shit here today. It's raining out. It's my going to court theme, right? It looks all like the movies, all like gloomy, you know, UK kind of weird weather. So we do have a lot of crazy weather that'll probably start to happen, and some more solar winds. Drink a lot of water this week. We should be resting. So I'm just going by my normal schedule. Who cares about the eclipse, right? We should be resting this week more. So my concern is we're getting hit with solar energies that are making people move around more and want to flow more. And so if we don't rest a lot this week, we're going to have a hard time with the next batch of upgrades we'll get with the next storm. So while we do have these geo energies still hitting the planet, still try to do more self-care and rest this week. We never sleep good with the lunar cycles. So you should be sleeping really good this week. I didn't sleep good last night because my husband was in a prison cell somewhere. Some undisclosed facility. We didn't even know where, right? So I didn't sleep so hot last night, but I've been sleeping amazing, and this is the best time to tune into your dream experiences, the astral, meditation, sleep more, rest more, recharge more, and basically just try to flow with the energy, but more water. We're getting nailed with the craziest energies on this planet, and I have a lot of questions about humans and radiation and the energies and the effects of what would happen if this happened, right? And I don't get a lot of answers back, but I will tell you that this energy is intense on our bodies. It is crystallizing us from the inside out. It is changing our density, so we're becoming lighter and lighter. We're losing density. It's having very powerful effects on our body, and we can speed up this ascension and our upgrades and what we're going through on a DNA level by just simply drinking a lot more water. It will literally speed up this purification process, this ascension process. So it's probably one of the best things we can be doing for ourselves. Water is an amazing detox too. It really helps purify the body, gives you what you need, helps you stay higher vibe and things like that. So definitely drink a ton of water this week. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been having to chug water, or I can't deal with this energy as well. So the more water you're drinking, probably the higher frequency and the more energy you'll be able to assimilate. Have a really good day. Make sure you tune into Brittany's videos. I'm off grid. Don't be worried though. I'm just chilling and recharging now, but I'm off grid till tomorrow. I'll be back to do heart chakra and body graph videos tomorrow. And for sure tune into Brittany's video. And if you didn't sign up in our class to get your cords cut, for sure do, because I'm going to be doing that the rest of the day.